So yes, you're quite right. So let's do this. Let's see if we can put all these principles we've been discussing into practical action. Let's do it with diet because, well, it fits kind of what we're talking about. Make sense, right? And we have a wonderful contrast between Raoul and Drew, right? We're going to attempt to help Drew become a little bit more Raoul-like in his own life. Wouldn't that be cool? At least when it comes to diet. Are you with me?
Yeah.
Yes? All right. So the first thing you need to know about diet is, how do you know what diet to eat?
Try not to be cheeky with that. Just I don't know, just by identifying, knowing what's healthy, I guess.
Nope.
No?
Because you're not doing it. You know what's healthy, but you're not doing it, are you?
Right. So typically...
So in actual practical life, how do you know what you're going to eat today, tomorrow, the next day?
Based on my state, probably. I guess I don't essentially know.
You require two things, right? Memory and mood. In other words, you have a certain mood, right? Maybe you're depressed, maybe you're angry, maybe you're anxious, maybe you're happy, maybe you're joyful, maybe you're driven, right?
Yeah.
And then every time you ate foods in a similar state of mind comes to life, state-dependent memory.
Yep.
So when you're depressed, what foods do you think about?
Comfort,
all the foods people get, comfort food, because those are the foods you went to when you were a child to feel better. That's the stuff your parents gave you to shut you the hell up so you will stop crying all the time. Here's a chocolate bar. Isn't that so much better? Happy, 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 eat chocolate. And now you wonder why you have an obsession with chocolate. Because your mood triggers the memories, and then all your mind can see is, this is the pool I get to choose from. It's chocolate or deep fried chicken. Take a pick.
Right.
Are you with me? Right? So your moods and your memories determine your diet. Let's do a little thought experiment. Drew, you're sitting down and having lunch in your home, right? Whereabouts are you in your home?
My dining room.
Perfect. Are you alone or with others?
With others, typically my wife.
With your wife. Perfect. So you and your wife having lunch, and what's on your plate?
Are we talking like right now?
Normal lunch.
It's a normal lunch. Probably some rice and chicken and a salad.
Perfect, right? So that's your normal lunch. Why do you know? How do you know that rice and chicken and salads could be on that plate?
Because I don't have a lot of stress right now.
Well, for starters, but more importantly, because you've had rice and chicken and salad often enough that probabilistically that's the most likely meal that your mind came up with. Right? It's not burgers. It's not lasagna. No. It's not Thai curry, right? These are all possibilities. But your mind didn't even think of them.
Right.
Why? Because it has a small pool of memories from which it chooses. Your wife, I'm assuming if your wife makes the meals, she has a small pool of memories that she cooks. So she goes, oh, these are my go-to dishes, right?
Yep.
But those are the easy things to do because they're default. They're in our minds as default. They're in our memories as default. Are you with me? Do you go to restaurants or buffets, for example?
I travel a lot. So
okay, perfect. When you go to an all-you-can-eat buffet, right? What's your usual approach to the thing?
So I have a hard time answering this because it's so dependent on... So for example, I travel a lot because I speak on stages. So like typically it's 2 weeks before I do that where I'm like super like dialed in and great, like get off stage and I'm like, where's a burger joint, right?
Nice.
So
perfect. So what you've got here, this is a great example of a challenge mentality, like 30-day challenge, right? I've got my seminar coming up. So the next 2 weeks, I'm going to be like a monk. I do my push-ups. I wake up early. I shower. I clean. I am Superman. If only my whole life could be these 2 weeks, life would be epic, right?
Right. Yep.
Then the event ends. The challenge is over. The 30 days are up. On day 31, what does everybody do?
Binge.
Right. Why? Because the blue plate needs a bit of spinning.
Yeah. And to relieve the pressure of spinning the red plate? Is that...
no, not necessarily. No. Just because the blue plate, it could be, but that's just the red plate falling, right? The blue plate is the one that needs spinning because it's been ignored for too long now. You can only ignore the blue plate for so long. Your mind will never let it crash. Like Raoul's mind will never let him eat too much candy. It just says enough. The blue plate needs spinning, so time to get back to spinning.
Interesting. So when I'm fighting, like when you're fighting with it, it's not so much the fight to spin the red, it's the fight because you're just like being pulled back and be like, you are neglecting this blue plate. Like,
Yes, yes. The
interesting.
baby is drowning. Don't let it die.
I've never, that's like so backwards to how I ever think of it. That's
Right?
interesting.
Right?
Mm.
So, before the seminar, before you're on stage, you'll eat what?
Oh gosh. Typically some sort of like keto or carnivore, low carb.
Low carb diet. Perfect, right? After the stage, what do you eat? After you've
Carbs.
done
Burger.
high carbs, right?
Yeah.
Perfect, right. So, give an example of a low carb meal that you actually really enjoy eating, where you felt satisfied.
A steak, like just a steak, a
Just
grilled
a
steak.
steak, right? What will you
Yeah.
drink with it?
Water.
Water, perfect. So steak and water. And give me an idea, where did you have a particularly nice steak and a nice sort of glass of water with it?
The restaurant last night.
Perfect. Restaurant last night. Who were you with?
My wife.
Okay. How big's the table?
A good sized table for two.
Good size table for two. What color were the plates?
White.
White. How big? How much of the white space did the steak take up on your plate?
Probably 2/3.
About 2/3 of the plate. Where was the glass of water in relation to the plate?
To the right.
Perfect. Okay. Now that's a memory. What I want you to do right now is pull out a piece of that memory as a souvenir, something to remind you of it. Could literally just be that steak, or could be the plate with the steak, or it could be something else, something that just symbolizes, reminds you of that memory. You got it?
Yep.
Perfect. Okay. So now we're going to just put it somewhere as a memory aid, right? So just pick a room in your house right now, any room that you would like, or that you know well. Which one?
This room.
This room, perfect, right? So we'll just do something very quickly. Imagine walking into the room that you're in, right? And just going clockwise, turn left. What's the first sort of feature you see, right? Like, for example, I have a picture here, then a radiator, then a machine on the wall, then a light bulb, and so on, right? So what's the first three things you can come across there that are clearly distinguishable?
My guitar rack, my walking treadmill, and my other desk.
Perfect. So you come into your door, into your room, you turn left, you have the guitar rack first, then you have the treadmill, and then what's the third item?
My other desk.
And another desk. So you have guitar rack, treadmill, other desk, all neatly lined up as soon as you come in from the left, correct?
Yep.
Perfect. So now just as a crazy thing, imagine this. You walk into the room, and now you're gonna take that steak and you're gonna throw it right through your guitar rack so that it's just dripping all the way down the guitar rack thing, and very obviously guitar steak, right?
Got it.
Perfect. So that's a memorable image. You're not going to forget that for a while, at least. It'll fade in time, but not too quickly, correct?
Yeah.
So let's just test it out. You walk in the room, you turn left, you see what?
Guitar rack. Guitar rack, walking treadmill, other desk.
And then when you look at the guitar rack, what's the first thing it reminds you of?
There's a steak stuck to it, basically.
Yeah, perfect. And when you think about that steak, open it up, what memory comes to mind?
A white plate is taking up 2/3 of the plate with some veg and my cold water right beside it.
Perfect. Oh, the veg is an important addition there. That's good. And importantly, does that when you remember that memory, do you have a feeling of satisfaction?
Absolutely.
Perfect. Okay. Now, what's the last time you came off stage from a big seminar?
2 months ago.
2 months ago. Where were you?
San Antonio, Texas.
Good. In reality, when you came off the stage, what did you eat? What's the first thing you went to eat?
Oh yeah. I went to the green room and there was like literally a buffet with burgers, like mini burgers. I probably ate 6 of them.
You just binge out on those burgers.
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. And in the green room, is that correct?
Yeah.
Perfect. Now let's do this. Put yourself on the stage. You've had a wild hurrah. Everyone's just obviously loving you because I can tell people would really enjoy your presence, right?
Of course.
You walk off the stage, you go to the green room. Just as you're entering the green room, something about the door reminds you of the office door. So as you open the door, you weirdly expect to see your guitar rack just on the left-hand side. And you go, oh, for a second, you're disoriented. But oh, yeah, of course, this is a green room, not my home, right? But then, of course, that's reminded you of the steak, which is reminding you of what?
The plate where it's taking up 2/3 of the plate and the veg and the cold beside it.
And how satisfying that was, right? Now look at all those burgers. What happens?
I'd rather eat the steak.
Right. So the only reason you binged on those burgers is because you forgot what a great steak it is, or how great it is to have steak.
I
You
think we should.
literally forgot in the moment that you'd rather eat steak and maybe spend the next 10 minutes finding a nice steak than get the burger now, right? Even if you're ravenously hungry and you see those burgers, but in your mind, you are filled with delicious steak, just perfect cut, perfect temperature, perfect coloring, nice cool glass of water, right? If that's all that's in your mind, you look at the burgers and go, nah, could you find me a restaurant nearby? Something that's really good steaks? You'll make the extra effort. Why? Because you're now spinning a blue plate.
Right. Right. I'm not trying. You're right. I'm not
You're not
trying to
trying
resist.
to be good. You're not trying to avoid the temptation. You're not trying to do anything. You just rather have a steak.
Yeah.
You have a preference. You're being attracted to the steak because it's in your mind. This is how normally the reverse happens. How we want junk food, right? Because our mood is off and go, well, really, really like I want some cake. So you open the fridge, there's no cake in it. You close the door, you open the door, still no cake in it. Magically, why do we open that door so many times? Because we are stuck with cake in our mind or chocolate or whatever other ideas we have. Are you with me?
Yeah.